Should have put the mics on. Hello everybody and welcome to Manchester Airport for a change. Doing something a bit different. I've not got Zoe with us. I have a Scotsman over there in the red there. He'll twist that he's on video. So we're doing a day trip to Paris. So obviously I'll bring you along with us along the ride. We're just at Manchester Airport at the airport pub. Runway Viewing Park thing. Well, airport pub, the Runway Viewing Park's way over there. We've just been there. So I thought I'd just start the video now. Obviously overnight tonight in a hotel at the airport, and then we're going to take the 6 o'clock flight, Air France flight out from here tomorrow, fly back tomorrow night. Don't know what it's going to be like. We're just going to try it, see what a day trip international's going to be like. But here we're Brew. He's over there. I'm just out the way of people. And we'll get some planes land. I'm just keeping an eye on the approach path, see what's coming in, as they'll come in from behind us up there-ish. And see what I'm like. Let us know how we get on. Good morning, everybody. Being a bit quiet because it's just 3 a.m, but we've just gotten up. Ready to go over there to the airport. This is the airport, like across the back of here. So we're gonna get sorted. Head in there, take the car around, get situated. But in case you wondered, here's the hotel room, pretty standard Premier Inn room. And yeah, we'll take you along for the ride. Sorry, this isn't very energetic. It's, let's say, yeah, it's currently 3:15 a.m. I am not awake.
You are a twat.
So what?
We didn't do the intro now, are you?
I did it at the hotel. Don't worry.
Yeah, but
I'm already ahead of you. I did it when you went for a smoke at the hotel.
you are a twat.
Yeah, but you're not getting away with all of it.
I'm not getting out of this now, better.
No, you're not getting out of it. But there's Brew.
Hello.
Just heading to the gate now. That's basically all that's happening. We're walking down a terminal with a load of people. And there's Brew again. That's literally all that's happening. We're on gate D3, which is remote. It's too dark to see the plane, but it's a A220 for anyone who cares about planes. Is that the KLM? No, it's a different KLM. I was just about to say, is that KLM that bounced? But no.
No, that would be too early for
So there's not much more I can really do. There is seats down here as well. So yeah, we'll catch up with you further down the line. I'm back. I just thought I'd point the camera out and see what you did. So we've arrived at the chaos that is now Charles de Gaulle.
Chaos is an understatement. Hey, everyone.
It's a maze. It is definitely a maze.
Don't start smoking.
Yeah, it's... We've just had, like, yeah. I thought Heathrow was bad. This is a maze. But we're here. Out onto a maglev, into another terminal, up, down, left, right, and then all of a sudden we're outside. No, we've got to go find a train.
It's like a pretzel.
Yeah.
It's a pretzel.
It's a pretzel airport. That's what we're going with. So, yeah, just need to go find a train now. Somewhere. Train
Welcome
station.
To Booze to the Palace.
Yeah. Oui. Train station. There's a sign.
Oh, yeah. I'm trying to learn French as a go.
Oui, oui.
Oui, oui. Just need to
I do.
Yeah? So we can just get on as well here.
Yeah. I think. So we just got in, so I would say we'll just go to Garden Nord and then work it out from there, basically. Yeah. Garden Nord's like the main, that's the one I've heard of. So that must mean it's the main interchange in Paris.
I'm guessing so.
And then we'll just work
So you
out
just
from there.
recorded us having an argument over the train trying to
Well, it's not
figure
so
out
much an
where
argument, I'm just recording the discussion. I was originally recording it to find just you pointing at a map with no context, but then we're just now having a discussion. We found a train, by the way. We're on it. We've got a carriage to ourselves, and well, that's about it, really. The signs say it takes us to Paris. That weird flashing board up there, it says it takes us to Paris. So
It doesn't really say there, it says that zone.
yeah,
So the zones, we're in zone 5,
yeah.
and 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yes.
Ah.
It's how the same as the London Underground worked. Some ones you centre,
I
then as you
know.
get further out. So we're just the furthest out on one side.
I'm just more puzzled than a cheesecake in a crisp factory.
If you imagine, say, like the Eiffel Tower centre, it's just rings.
Yeah, but the Eiffel Tower opens and a
Well,
nuclear
yeah,
weapon
but-
comes out. I've seen The Simpsons.
Well, yeah.
Maybe showing a nuclear weapon on a train wasn't the best idea.
No, you set off the your alarm now.
This is a train.
Well, we've made it to Paris,
Well, part of us have.
but Bru's just fallen off a curb, so he's in pain. But we're lost, but we're in Paris.
We're not lost, we just don't know where we are.
Yeah, that.
We know we're somewhere within 100 miles
When-
of France.
We know we're in the French-speaking part of France. That's as much as I can tell you right now.
We're trying to find a tobacconist. If anybody
There's-
sees this in the future and knows where there is one, let me know.
There's Garden Nord Station.
McDonald's!
And say McDonald's and a pharmacy. So we're in civilization.
We're getting somewhere.
Yeah. So yeah. We're a bit, I wouldn't say lost, just more
We don't really know where we are.
unknown exploration is probably the correct term. We left the station where it's at exit and we've walked down the street. That's a terminus hotel. It's a 25 hours hotel. You can only stay
That's quick.
quick, yeah.
There's people.
That way looks more commercial. So that way looks better.
I mean, we could do the simple thing and open Google Maps.
We could. But where's the fun in that?
Why 25 hours?
I don't know. Like, do you check in at 11 and then check back out at 12 the next day?
I don't know.
Uh,
I mean,
there's a Burger King and a McDonald's
figured it
basically
out.
next door to each other.
I figured it out.
Hmm.
It was an American that designed the hotel, because they don't know how to use 24-hour clocks, they made it 25 hours to suit their needs.
That's what it is. So yeah. The guy polishing a lamppost. As you do. Popeyes. Switch the camera and show you where we are. So there's the 25-hour hotel. And then there is the station. Very grand. Well, we've made it onto a street. Or a rue, as I believe it's called here. No, I think it's the plants actually.
Don't go near that, you.
Blame brew. But yeah, made it to a street. We think we've gotten off the train a bit too early.
Like I suggested.
That's it. You weren't afraid of no ghosts. Couldn't get the ghost. Oh. Yeah, we've made it onto a street. We looked at a map and we're just sort of pointing towards like the touristy, so Arc de Triomphe, Eiffel Tower, some mansion, palace thing, which I think's that pointy thing over there.
We're the best tour guides in the world.
Am I wrong? It is a pointy thing over there.
I mean, if you look up there, them buildings do look quite old, so I'm guessing that's where we're going.
Yeah, the logic here is if we point down to where the main tourist attractions are, it'll be more touristy and we'll know what we're doing.
Or we'll be able to understand us. Well, maybe you than me.
I don't know why Bruce seems to think I'm fluent in French.
My French goes as far as bonjour.
That's not even French.
Je m'appelle Drew.
Yeah.
I know that much.
Yeah, that's it.
It's been like,
I know.
20 odd years since I did French.
And
I barely speak English.
yeah. I did a year of French in primary school. I always did German, so.
I did French, but my French teacher told me I was useless and there was no point teaching me, so go to sleep.
Fair. I know, basically I know hi, bye, please, thank you. That's about it. So, well,
Brasilia.
Oh, brasserie.
Oh.
Yeah, restaurant in Brazil.
It's like a strip club.
Yeah. We could walk, we now can't walk. Seemingly.
I'm just totally confused by these road signs.
Yeah.
I'm very confused. They're more confusing than this modern generation of people.
Based on this logic, we could have just gone.
Something we know.
And give you some view of where we're going, not just where we've been.
They sell sunglasses.
I think they just sell glasses.
I think it might be.
I think that might be an optician. Just a guess. La Petite Genitals.
What?
It just says La Petite Genies.
Sale. 50% off.
Alright.
Shoes.
Menswear. Or,
That.
yeah, looks like a stationery shop. Carrefour City, so that's a supermarket.
Look at that line, bro.
I highly doubt it. But you never know.
You know me, I've got a habit
Yeah.
of finding these sort of places that do sell it.
You know where your chance of getting iron brew may have been? Aldi?
No.
No.
They don't even sell it in the UK now.
No. That's German Aldi though. It's different. Genuinely, it's different. That's not the UK Aldi, which is also German. I have a question for the wider YouTube audience. If anyone's from France, can you tell us why do the utility companies, so the gas and electric board by the look of it, have blue lights on them and run with blue lights and sirens? We saw an electric or gas, it had like emergency gas on it with blue lights before, and then there's a van just gone past us which really looked like the electric board, like what we would know in a sense as Northern Power Grid, but obviously not. Yeah, wherever you are, like your local electric board, running through the main street with blue lights and sirens. So, and any French viewers out there, yes, it would help if we had an audience. Please let us know in the comments what on earth that is, because Google isn't helping. Bro has a question.
Why would anybody from France be watching us?
That's true. Probably because I've titled the video "A Trip to Paris." People who want to see what Paris looks like.
You've asked the wrong people.
I don't know. YouTube is a weird and cruel mistress. Some videos just work and some don't, and you never know why.
Yeah.
So,
I found a shop I know. H&M.
oh, Yep. So, yeah. That was just a random question. I thought I'd ask it on here, see if the wider YouTube audience or anybody knows, because we don't. Well, our random ramblings in the direction of the Louvre have gotten us to the Louvre. So there's a random point. A last point. Yeah, so I think we're in the centre of the Louvre. I don't know how big the Louvre is.
See that Blackpool Tower?
There's Blackpool Tower. Just over there. But yeah. There's a man reassembling the pavement.
Security.
Privé. He's private. Or he's private to secure, one of the two. So there's the Museum du Louvre.
Can I just point out the statues are sexist? Look, the women are in gold and the guy's in brass.
That's marble.
No, it's usually brass that goes that sort of colour, doesn't it?
Are you on about the horses?
Yeah.
At the top? I was looking at the guys below and...
Oh, I never thought of that. But why are the women in gold and the guys on? It's a bit sexist, isn't it? They want equal rights and all that. I'm going to shut up before I get shot.
Yeah. It does help that I'm recording, so the camera will be hearing this as well. So we've made it to...
Somewhere.
Spatial awareness. Non-existent. So I believe that way goes somewhere.
Well, yeah.
That's the river, because there's a bridge. We found a bridge. Yeah.
Screw it.
Made it to a Greek building. Parthenon. Brew's still here. And they still have the Christmas trees up.
Well, at least we think there's Christmas tree. We're not.
You ducking from?
Eh?
There was actually no. You just see it in the corner of your eye.
Yeah, pretty much. So we've made it to some place. It's called.
Yeah.
It's got some big guy on the front. I don't know who he is. I'm going to call him Dave.
Yeah. You and your Dave.
Dave.
I'm gonna walk the other side of these trees. No reason other than I want to. So there's the Tower Order Eiffel.
No, it's Blackpool Tower. Come on, to the right.
Straight down there. There's a
My head's out the way.
there. So yeah, we'll just head towards that direction, see what's there.
You're the boss.
We found a resting point. It's a nice random little cafe on the side of the street. There's brew. I have coffee.
I have Coke.
The important
A cola.
things. Rest of the feet, coffee and Coke. Yeah. So, I just killed it. Very tired of walking around, so just stopped in a random cafe just for a couple of bit of a break, and then we'll make a game plan for what we do next. Well, I've now made it to Notre Dame on a very newly paved bridge, but if I walk this way and get handles, right there we go, sitting down there. Yeah, so Notre Dame with a roof. Yeah, 10 year, well, 11 year ago, 2015. There's a fire in the roof, and obviously the roof was all wooden, and yeah, but then millions of pounds got raised to rebuild it.
You mean euros?
Well, yeah, I suppose.
Or was it francs back then?
It's not been France in Paris for wartime. The 40s. Europe. When did Europe finish? The 80s. The European Union form. It's also a weird trimaran thing. You can see behind us there. I also can't remember the name of this river. Well, I'm going to come over. There's a boat. A building. Still got my mic on, and then not right I am.
I'm about to sound smart now, but that building we're at, why does it work so hard for Scotland to pronounce?
The Parthenon.
That, yeah, there. That's where the French bury the cleverest minds.
Have you just doodled that?
Yes.
Fun fact of the video with Brew. Something oddly different. Found a shopping centre. Well, yeah. I have to have a look downstairs, see what's down, but it goes down. Like, this is ground level. There's a lot, that's one thing I have noticed as well. There's a lot of stuff goes underground here. Like, it doesn't go up, it goes down.
That's what she said.
Well, true.
I would say the reason for that is, why would we go that way when all the shops are that way?
Because there's an escalator there to take you down. And that's closer than going all around to them ones.
I would say a lot of the underground is to keep the city looking the way it used to be.
Traditional on top, and because when you think all the grates we've walked over and stuff like that are air vents from underground basements and stuff.
I would say that would be quite a reasonable assumption.
Yeah, it made sense. Natural.
Well, I wouldn't
Or
say
historic,
natural,
or however you want to look at it. Traditional, neo-traditional, dinosaur. Right.
I'm just amazed we're actually sounding half intelligent.
Well,
I said half intelligent.
quarter intelligent.
I wouldn't even gone that far. What are you fond to?
I missed the step.
I'll send us a postcard.
There's like two I've got to send now.
Yep.
That looks like a fun little shop. May have a wander in there in a bit. I'm going to go down again and have a look, but I may have a wander in there. I do like a tech shop for no reason. Right, hello everyone again. Sorry there wasn't much to the end of this video because we were just knackered and didn't get anything recorded. But basically, simple, got back to the airport, sat in the airport, not much to report really, waited for the plane, got on the plane, flew home. So, it's not too much going on really. Stopped at a Travelodge on the way up overnight and then drove the rest of the way this morning. Bought some insulation foam for doing the loft, which will probably be coming in an upcoming video. Other than that, that's about it. But I thought I'd just give this quick summary of the day because, to be honest, obviously a lot of people will be looking at it going, what on earth are you doing that for? Like, flying to Paris for a day. We turned it into more of a 3-day trip. It was meant to be a day, everything went. But either way, from what I would say, so in conclusion to it all really, I think yes, you can do it depending on what the purpose is. But for what we found, it was too much. Because Paris is too big. If it's somewhere you've been before, and somewhere you know what you don't want to do, then yeah, fine, go for it. I think it's perfectly fine within the time limit. But I just think we found we did a lot of walking, a lot of discovering in a sense, and we're both knackered, basically. Absolutely got back to the hotel last night and literally head hit pillow, gone. But I was running on an hour and a half sleep from the night before. Obviously up at 3 in the morning. So the way the day went, basically, got to the hotel, was running on about an hour and a half sleep, because obviously my sleep cycle hasn't changed. Up at 3, got sorted, up the airport for 4 in the morning. Obviously at the airport, flew at 6. We got into Paris itself about 10, so we landed about 8:30. By the time we got through the airport, sort of 9:15ish, and then got a train from Paris Charles de Gaulle to Paris itself. And then we just wandered around Paris really. Did about 13-14 mile walking, and that was just too much, I think. I think if we'd done it slower or less, but the other problem we had, I think we were both clock watching a lot. Like, we knew we had loads of time, but we're always conscious of we need to be back at the airport at X time kind of thing. So we've sort of said, yes, 100% we'll do it again, but at least do it over 2 days. Flying on the morning, overnight, fly back, maybe get the same sort of morning flight, but maybe get a slightly earlier flight the next day back. And then we've got a bit more time to travel home or whatever, because this time we flew from Manchester, which, for people who don't know where we are, it's about 2.5 hours drive. So we had that back again, so obviously there was no chance we were doing it last night. I think that would have been dangerous. But otherwise, like I say, flight back fairly smooth, bit bumpy. There was 20 knot gusts at Manchester. So it was a little bit bumpy on approach, but nothing too major. And then, like I say, had to get the car park and guy to let us out the car park, because for some reason, so the whole car park, and I pulled into the, so we booked obviously airport parking, pulled in up to the barrier, no ticket, pulled up the barrier, no car registration, you like press the button, nothing. So I ended up having to press the help button and say, look, I've booked, I think I'm at the right car park. I wasn't sure because it did say on the thing that it had changed names and this, that and the other, and then someone else said follow the signs for this car park, and then, but then all the signs for the was the old name, and then it was like the new name, and yeah, it was a whole thing. But either way, pulled in the car park, didn't he? Ended up having to give him the full booking reference, all my details, and he went, I don't know why it hasn't worked for your car. So he let us in, and he went, you'll probably need it to get back out. Okay, fine. So obviously off, tootled along the airport, blah, 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 did all the stuff. Got back in the car, drove to the barrier, didn't open. So pressed the button, went, sorry, yeah, guy this morning let us in. It didn't register the car on the NPR for some reason. Not sure why it's in the system, not sure whether he's added it. But here's all the information you need. And yeah, he then had to let us back out. So that was a bit of a faff, but not too bad. And then obviously sort of midnight run up the motorway. Nice and calm really. Not to report. But obviously home now, back home. Well, I'm not actually home now, I'm waiting for Zoe from work, but been home, had a shower, relaxed a bit, and I'm in a lot better place. Still tired, but yeah. So yeah, mostly in summary, like, that's it. It's doable. I would say, depending on where you go, be prepared for a really long day. That's about what I'd go with there. Be prepared for it to be tiring, exhausting. If you live near the airport that you're flying from, you might not be too bad. Like being able to go out on the morning, come back and be in your own bed. But for us, obviously having a sort of a 2.5 hour drive to the airport, being at the airport so early in the morning, obviously flying, getting there, doing all the stuff in Paris, flying back and getting back, it would have equated to about a 26, 27 hour day if we'd done it all in one day. And we're tired enough as it is. So, depending on where you're doing, if you know where you're doing, know what you don't see, like where you're going to be, so on and so forth, perfectly doable, perfectly capable. But if you are just doing like we did, exploring, sightseeing, just to adventure, I would say probably take heed and maybe just stay overnight. Obviously depending on the price of flights and stuff, like we turned in because we had to travel down to the airport and stuff like that. Obviously it extended it for us, so obviously we took the night before just to make it not as rushed, so we could be down there, so we're not trying to drive down. Because if I'd have drove down on the Tuesday morning, I would have had to have left mine at midnight, get along Pittsburgh up and down. So it just meant we could drive through the day, a bit easier, a bit calmer, no rush. And then the same again on the way back, because, notifications. Obviously we'd be landing, we landed at about, it was about 9:30 UK time, 9:30, 10 o'clock UK time. So then by the time you had that drive back again as well, I wouldn't be getting home till 1, 2 in the morning. So bear in mind I'd have left at midnight the night before, so just pushing it too hard for us, but not to say it's not doable. But yeah, that's about all from me. Just thought I'd give you a bit of a summary, conclusion of how the day felt. Like I say, it's just been tiring, and like for the sake of today, I was going to do a bit this morning in the hotel before we left, and I just, you know what, we just want to get home, just want to get up, so just got up and drove home kind of thing. So I'm afraid the YouTube wasn't on the forefront. It was just getting back and relaxing. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. I hope you did enjoy our little adventure to Paris. It's going to be, obviously, I'm not sure when it's going to go out in comparison to now. Either it'll be this weekend or next weekend, I would have thought, but I'm probably going to record a loft video this week as well, so that may jump in. So whenever you do watch it, thank you very much for watching. Obviously, if you did like the video, do drop a like, because it does go a really long way. I don't like to ask for it, and I don't like to push. That's why we do just mention it every now and again. It's not the way I do business, but it does really help the channel. It really helps the engagement. It really boosts what we do. So if you do enjoy us, obviously leave a like, leave a comment, because the more interaction, the better we get. And I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye.